Good evening, Utaria, and welcome to the Magic Hour. I'm your host, Akia the Wizard, and co-hosting with me this evening is the recently reanimated corpse of our former studio producer, Charlie.
It's a pleasure to be here, Kier.
Yes, and it's a pleasure to have you back among the living. Now, we've got a great show for you, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, but before we get started, Charlie, I have to ask, what's it like being a corpse?
Well, Kier, at first, I didn't think I was going to like it too much. But the more I get used to it, the more I start to realize it's not really so bad. This recent heat wave, for example, not really a problem for me. Oh, I also like the fact that I don't really have to breathe too much. In fact, I don't really have to breathe at all, now that I think about it.
Yes, well, it's a pleasure to have you back on the show, Charlie. And now let's go to our top story of the evening. It seems Mortimer Doomhammer, the Grand Necromancer, is once again being blamed for assaults on the countryside. Allegedly, several ghouls have been attacking and ravaging farmers out in the countryside and eating their faces. The League of Paladins had this to say in response.
We will not negotiate with necromancers, regardless of levels or specialities. This is just another example of the dangers of elemental magic.
This is obviously another feeble attempt by the League of Paladins to outlaw necromancy. Now, as a wizard myself, I am a firm supporter of the Freedoms of Magic Act, and thereby cannot condone this, although I do not necessarily agree with Mortimer Doomhammer's approach. I cannot condone the banning of schools of magic from wizards. I mean, seriously, what's next? Taking arrows away from rangers because they shoot too many of them? Please.
Yes, Akir, I'm inclined to agree with you on this one. As a recently reanimated corpse, I have to say, if it were not for necromancy, my existence would not be possible. And since we are on the subject, I just wanted to note that one of the reasons I agreed to do the show was to promote undead awareness. You see, I think the undead are very much misunderstood. Why, just this week alone I was assaulted twice by low-leveled hooligan adventurers. Just because we are dead does not mean we still don't have feelings. Not all of us just walk around eating people's faces and sucking out their brains. Yes, some of us are more civil than that and prefer to eat at the buffet, even though they don't serve any brains. But no, I'm just kidding. I really do actually eat at the buffet. They have killer burritos, by the way. Hats off to the chef.
Charlie, you old card, you. Anyway, with that said, let's go to commercial break and we'll be back after these messages.